Nti ebusafo masanso ababio aha all sports HL YouTube nyamiatom ye ho ye me sure se wo so ho ye ensam bebre na ewo ho nti meye part 1 na me part 2 no asanso e dia ba me say ebufo aba na Chelsea meetings ahodo ebekoso na metampanyifo na chi because they need to instill discipline. Says Chelsea last 9 games, 6 red cards and a abim. Okay, let me give you a context. Robert Sanchez had the red card against Manchester United. And Omutimi bo against Lincoln FC, BBNC. Trevor Chalobah had the red card against Brighton Premiership anymore. Joao Pedro against Benfica in the Champions League. Enzo Maresca against Liverpool in the Premiership. Malo Gusto had the red card against Nottingham Forest in the Premiership. Ajax BBNC, Sunderland BBNC, Enra Carabao Cup. Now Liam Delap, which now a fear at share 4 months. Chelsea for Abompire say bro. Obi e hwenim so baba be boni bi. Week ni mu ya bo odin say wa start here train. Chelsea supporters are excited. Game no we start game no from the bench because Endra na Tariq George and na start game no. But we back game no mu ebeyi extra vow. I think he came the game around by 60th minute. First yellow card, sebi. Some hunu yellow card na boy ni di. Why sir? I'm a coach, you know. Ebo ni catcher say jai sebi some hunu na woodi ni mbobo ni. On the 86 minutes, na wahwe nyamye nim de na botwe sebi e de awo bi. Na oye sa ye. Wo ye sa eye. He Chelsea mpanyinfo na nia bre say they want to punish players ni bia say bi astati di semu no na me de titru sa Liam Delap no ade anu a me say me hwe ball me bu fu say now why would you do this as a professional player? Sure utimi show opponent nim de abetwe say odi red card ni wie ye no kra he na masa Chelsea mama in the hole. Say it is too much. It is too much. Anyway, what do you be keeping was far draw mammy na me shadi. Say Carabao Cup draw no quarterfinals any Arsenal and Crystal Palace and ebebo. Hey, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. Palace won you. Cardiff, any Chelsea, and ebebo. Manchester City, any Brentford, and ebebo. Na yenya Newcastle. Also any Fulham, and ebebo. And say Jono, senior esi ekoye ye. Yegusua ye pimko ewo John mu. Nti ebe he. Well, anyway, Enzo Maresca for mama na fe ye ndidi nkomo kakra Maresca after the game omuko bisa ne se papa red card ya bo play CD and also sebi red card do jitu say na Chelsea deserve sa red card no o say foul na boy ne ye no o sreka Jimmy Sam kakra o say ontia say utimi edi sa red card no o say Chelsea ni Brighton red card obejiatum Chelsea and Manchester United red card obejiatum nemom and I know ball Nottingham and the Liam Delap ye de David or say idea easily nan commit me avoid it I'm going this our record no say any there be entry ye back cry. You know, they need to work on that. And I'll say, game no the first half of full set, it was a perfect first half. Anymore, controlling game in the first half. Man panicky. After second half, a dear we first half. Na ball. No say Chelsea lost it. And over 200 for no a bad game. To be very honest, and now Chelsea for ball draw. And lose game no. Na minim DBC. because me first time is 3-0 they say what's up. Because I start the game, Andre Santos at the left ball, carpet shot to be share on the 5th minute. And then Tariq George on the 15 minutes, no, I need 2. Extra vow go to the NF because Chelsea were pressing high. And Andre Santos, Equatorial born a born better extra vow in him. Korean fast to share goal. What's a goal? I love that. So, minimum so, where they say, Agbena, Afa. Because now Chelsea side, you know, on my jogging in that goal. Malo goes to right back, left back, Obo, Gerald Hatu, Jose Champoni, Tosin Adarabiayo, Romeo Lavia, Andre Santos, Buonanotte, and about Extravao, Tyrese George, Jamie Giddens, and then that around Jamie Giddens, Ebo Bomber Miniso, ye pa, what a game. Afei ye wo hana Chelsea farmer e ko for the back game no mu lose ball no akobo ball the ache na Wolverhampton Wanderers akoshe na afei another throw in ye the ache Chelsea bi na fa e 3-2 dia na all the pressure na e ma ho only for enna sanka Jamie Giddens nka wan she goaler maybe I know anya fair to him because enna boy the boy no na go an na was so she no share go asa na kofo sa be shebi me say omo ye lucky na coach na ka sa jet mo say second half na die omo lose control of the game crack master coach ko na mo rectify sound from so na mo ye no master intano Enzo Maresca eka Mikel Arteta or say games beat say EFL games no a huge platform at the football club so bet me winning more games into I am proud. That's why I'm proud of the players, the performance. Omo done the business okay. Kepa will keep clean sheet on the performance saying against Brighton Hove Albion. Or say, look, we can win no. On your surprise to say Kepa Timmy das I go this and say we can momu training na as energy for Abba Kepa mu the way on the players interact omo din komo the way you see training we say before Abba Kepa mu into enya on say onya opportunity no we betimi ada goals into I'm very happy with the performance of Kepa and I'm coming and say okay Itan Iwaneri so won the performance the saying and I'll say game no on say Itan Iwaneri niema ni bebre a ono no ogina bench on say anye yie what ya say niema ni be wo so bani yem fomso bebre nemum the man ni je about the boy is oyem fomso a enfa ho oma na bemu mbu no asan so aye bio no try so be correct sa mistakes na all you know I say no and now I want say okay and ye nti and none of the fool say boy ni yes send you see ye ni be che ho because we a mistake and yes o man bu abem you need to keep on forcing trying just keep on trying and so it's me a boy and I was okay na Mosquera any pure henkai you know on performance no who was saying and I say sa boys you know on be complement each other papa esan say omo mienu omo moda also me train be 3 times a pet and odo omo ko gine mo say the kind of understanding na e wo omo ntem it's me prevent Brighton from scoring goal no or say about the place na baso ye pass out 2 players no or say dachi on be bobo pa ye and so e dey ama Arsenal na Itan Iwaneri Arsenal for akwada anom ko bisa no say o performance na kasa wo ne saying and I say opeso ka Arsenal performance no okay flow and I'm okay Itan Iwaneri say of feel say win way any wins na Arsenal enya no e be ma Arsenal good momentum amamu so etimi e dey run the Premiership and the Champions League games are edel when you must say as a team no say the omo ye say they try as much as possible say they will help each other say no and e betimi aboye pa and essentially ni bi say wo any Luis Maskelly I say intiase ne wo pa and and kra esan say fiti omo nkwara abrim omo both together for a very long time into say connection na e wo ho say ni nua footballer e bia Skelly footballer oni baby okogina ball no so kwa akoto nti sa partnership no eno na ema ono so etimi enya goal and am say ye yate Ethan Iwaneri enso nsem ono so eka woni mi say eno na Mikel Merino say or you're proud to say Arsenal, and the captain, no Emma boy, you say, I am proud and honored to have the chance to represent this club and the group of players as captain tonight. It was unbelievable. Thank you everyone for the messages and support. Not a better way to do it than this win and a ticket to the next stage. Come on, you Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. And no answer, Mikel Merino. Now, Mikel Arteta, and Mkobisa say, Ade, Max Doman. You will say what the next start here. Now, Aquarano, Oka say, Oberman Abobo Nibino. None reaction at the same. And I say, boy, next strike, na Sabo and who say, be natural, normal, demand because no expert say, or Castle start, maybe Uncle Boy, the best or say, boy, next strike, crazy, and or start to say, all prepare. Into once a boy, no, Sanya Maniama, we are not a normal cry, and so Edema Quadano. Well, Mammy Anna Slot, and I'm conversing, in fact, Anna Slot, anchors, as I say, confusion, asset in. Papa no relax a cacra. Omcovis and Sapana, are they? I didn't lose baby. And also, on when you're quiet, Manchester City, and then other clubs, no Chelsea, and when a ball, or share on my lineup, no, and share place next to bench, and the moves City 4 players at the bench, and your mom bonocron, it said your more year or more first 11, no, into a more better squad, a chain. Names, Anna Slot. Honestly, and no, I won't. Misha came in on Liverpool for I say 2-0 muy down. Me who energy bia na bench on what is going on. Well, and Liverpool made a lot of changes in their lineup, and that's quite obvious because teams OBI changes. OBI. What I say? And now we saw my Ramsey Nijina right or Melos Kekes, Robertson Joe Gomez, Trey Yomi Bobby, Endo Atara. And the senior players say Bobby make us say Alexis McAllister. And I want to you. Basically. Now bench one and now all your complaints say the players now it's a bench one. Now on to me more Bobo Nibi. Amara Nalu Aquadano on the Krabekanasam. Rutilaki, Gordon Kide, Trent Connie Doherty, Nkwadana next Liverpool bench, Amini Pessi, Carter Pennington, Michael Laffy, Tommy Pillin, and a Figura Caro. Nkwadana and ete Liverpool for bench. Impenye for de no mun kan kra no mutiti chire didi de musana sala kra ehwe pineapple bi chese de ma relax kra ti chire ana na unti no complaints or complaining say we check Liverpool bench now check the likes of Arsenal, Manchester City for bencher obekasa I Liverpool for no deserve we say so muluso. Let's look at Manchester City's bench yesterday. Though City also make a lot of changes in their lineup. City for bench John Stones, Josko Vardiol, Phil Foden, Gigi Donnarumma, Marcus Bertolini, Matheus Nunes, Nico O'Reilly, Calvin Phillips, Savinho. Arsenal for bench. Na Enye, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jurgen Timber, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Leandro Trossard, David Raya, Ricardo Calafiori, Martin Zubimendi, and a Victor Gyökeres. Well, Chelsea for bench, Marco Criella, Enzo Fernandez, Liam Delap, Pedro Neto, Moises Caicedo, Robert Sanchez, Reece James, Wesley Fofana, Joao Pedro. And see, bench na and a slot complaining say, which a ni teams or no more compete bencher as compared to one. Need no na for me understandable. Na maybe so and a slot plus na omo arrested and so go bet me the Omar Babetina bench because I think say Manchester City ni Chelsea ni other clubs na and a slot justified into lose you. Almost could have decided to say omo mo matne fie kura no mo dem kwada no aba betina bench, but instead omo mo betina bench. Into also you could have made those players sit on the bench. Into the senior man each day and a slot pressure about this woman pressure no say pressure. She say Ujafu obre. What I say. And one of this situation about send a Liverpool a fast lose. No, we'll have a conversation about Liverpool. What the you can't slot on the far the interview no mind not for your monkomo. Be say we injury situation set to saying and I say Yami Aduma Liverpool next game or Shane say Grant Grafenbeck ebe fully fit na fe waba besi akan no or see the rest na dey onye too sure about it name Abraham Sefer Grant Grafenbeck dey hopefully against Aston Villa obebo bi na say Liverpool for no nyame adomo a next game against Aston Villa ewa Anfield no atena fie ene Real Madrid abo ewa Anfield na ni kwesiada wakọ Manchester City FOFie into obebo Aston Villa over the weekend no abo Real Madrid will fee now I come Manchester City for fee into their next 3 games and yet easy crack into say I hear them say Grant Gravenberch and so ebeba and I'm coming and say yatia now Aston Villa game you know a must win and because any usi lusu idea and I say we a Liverpool coach every single game a must win and I'm so key now wakwada Amara Nalu ade who did the baby ni biya with the red card and also no one should who incidents ni na boy no call dressing room no ohun say Konate and Virgil van Dijk go straight to the dressing room and akwada no kasa e se ne be ya na bemu enso embu nto say yeah say senior players na any boy no enso akasa se ne be ya boy no ebe calm down and a slot etwa so akase Carabao Cup no see the history of Liverpool or say club no anytime will be a platform on the man quadana so ebebo ni bi na also no only bigger squad to say the air na man for esusu say Liverpool for bigger squad no or say the squad no a thin but a lot of people thinks that Liverpool for bigger squad or say that be what I say and also so we should say Rick said that Liverpool anymore big games and kwana omobebo intina hu be here say obe rest place ni be say na be the place no e be available to play those big games you know enti and make his line up now and also make here because he needed to rest those players because last week they had played intensive game and untina or decided so be rest o muntimu amunti ase nchemu enso aba and mo ko bi san so okay ye hu say all the Calvin Ramsey age now, right? So who the performance is saying na amount for say no na say over 5 back as a 4 back. And I say, look, the bit me can say and Pempini so Shatsima a Yusu 5-2-3. Na say on my left winger no inventia normally say boy normal game yana or you so rank Gravenbeck. And the closest aspect. So he needed to make some changes since he decided to build up in a more of a 3 build up. Now no, it is not the first time we use it because he needs to try other things. And don't see any who is. And I'll say second question. Calvin Ramsey performance no feel say he had a decent performance. Or say boy no, he was very calm on the ball. And I said no see boy especially in the first half. No feel say to play our Anfield. Na kwan boy na foul so ebobo na oye very calm foul so yes and the fool say he was happy with the players performance well Ryan Chalky Manchester City for and na adding there so I'm for the ball first goal and na City board na style be shada we biasa but Jeremy Doku at count the 39th minute Omar Mamouche 77th minute and Ryan Chalky yebe pono one also a goal and Central for Bisana first of all say who injury recovery air cost say impomdino abana and I check he say very good he say there or work in fact week in any previous week or say on a physio for no say no say aye dwuma den no wa ye dwuma pancho say nimpom de oye and anka kranka so more games now also about club it say Manchester City aye a big club into game bia no obese Jesse akwesi akan ediama Manchester City no e was so winning at all cost enunti and no more press against Swansea no obetimi afa win nam se yo yate and I'm so okay mo call first half na se performance na wo from Asamben and Pep Guardiola e catch them e wo dressing room and also Pep Guardiola catch them say look omo ball no mo ball no they should make sure say second balls no betimi afa na omo for second balls na and a bit me abo mu ye person say so we box such games na my opponents na ever second boss na e ba ho ye pa into say some na Pep Guardiola catch them. Nti no nti no ba second half na. Omo decide some befa second boss ni nyina. Well, Pep Guardiola name mum ko bi san say Nico Gonzalez. Akoda no win performance say no say if it here nekwi Nico Gonzalez no or ye key to Manchester City. Ekwan mo fa so ebo boss boy we improve so well over the defensive midfield area ho. Or say the mentality of us so edible ball ni ji win yi pa. Say enkane na o complain boy ni position say Manchester City kuta ball so mun kuta ball the positions na or like kakra was say the positions no it has been perfect defensively oboa Manchester City and also the team there are so many offensive players with team ni more defensively omo shada enya de or say omo shada nya de no enya ne bonus so nemo enya just about closing spaces nemo when you close spaces and you have the opportunity to take the ball, you take it. But ebi enye sa level no. Inte dodo na juma no dodo na babe jina Nico Gonzalez so. Inte Nico and yes sa juma no edema Manchester City. So far Nico Gonzalez performance it has been good. Well, Ryan Cherky, say Manchester City next game against Bournemouth, and I'll say it is very important game because the game is at home. And I'll say at home we need to win all our games there. Master, Bournemouth for no ma adwin o. Enti mon kwahire mo ho no en someone. Also Eka, well, let's move on. Now, Ronaldo, and Mukobi-san say opponents been away Shanoa, wa brepa. Or say Benzema. Ha! Also the Benzema ball. Benzema emane bre brutal. And I'm so okay. Yate advice and I foot to ben pan obi diamawa. Say foot no abwa power brabum. And I say a foot to be and the coaches back on ebika assassin nature. Or say Ronaldo say obo as number 9. Obey ordinary player, Obia crank Kyle. Nebum, so bet him a footwo. Now acquire as a center backer, obey one of the best center backs. Oh, yes, or say side footwo na Nipocrono at the man no. I can't it through the best form of advisor, obey as a player. Say footwo no one as I say, or did it dimwa and nay, amano and so it's me a year, OCA, no commissars okay, yate. Well, first goal, how did you celebrate it? O first goal o carry out Barcelona and also carry sa goal no nene giye pa so o she goal na no dream ka gidi e ko ba mo Lionel and Mancity is and say it was such an exciting moment and so edema no na me kan Amaro Nalo asam Liverpool akwade yi say ne 2 senior games awa boni nyina nano on the 29th of January 2025 Liverpool versus PSV. Obemu na obedi red card. 30th of August against Palace. Na oba game no 16 minutes pepe na obedi red card. Inti mene ana slot ne konante mu eya adwen. Akora no ohia somba ben ye pa. What I say, they need to have a convo with him. It's good because also already are not psychologically because a hard thing say well just imagine we are kwada you will be rushing your team nobody will be the red card the second time nobody red card hey oh you defenders who in the next time no man chance tackle be a beba no subia no and I say opponent e ba no so okoye tackle no osoro oh a hard thing say Momba company say company what 14 games, 14 wins, 51 goals scored, 10 goals conceded. Wow! So far, it's been excellent. I will not say so far so good. So far, it's been excellent. 14 games, we're winning 14. Washe goals Mako 51 and we conceded 10. Wow! Washe Stuttgart 2-1. Oshe RB Leipzig 6-0. Oshe Wahen 3-2. Oshe Uzbek 3-2. Hamburg Oshe 5-0. Oshe Chelsea 3-1. Oshe Hoffenheim 4-1. Oshe Werder Bremen 4-0. Pafos Oshe 5-1. Frankfurt Oshe 3-0. Oshe Borussia Dortmund 2-1. Oshe Club Brugge 4-0. Oshe Mönchengladbach 3-0. Oshe Cologne 4-1. Hey, Aza. This is a super record, Says Obi Shebi. For instance, Luis Diaz, 16 goals, sorry, 16 games. 16 games in the crowd. Was 9, so I 9, and also 7 assists. Masa, I quite record nanoshi. I know she brutal. Share Mr. Pedri no. Pedri injury and also it didn't kind of say, oh, about 2 or 3 games. After later on in the day, about say injury crown stand at West. Now he might return early December. Say early December there, then he probably will return against Real Betis. That will be on the 7th of December then. Then just say, I may say chunk of the games, which a hard game. Into Pedro's situation, you know, and yet straightforward is well, let's wait and see send a situation there because a hard game say Barca. Omomo ada Yaripa so no Dani Olmo, Ter Stegen, Juan Garcia, Lewandowski, of course, Levan is back. And Ramu say Afinya so try what Jim Wonka crank. Gavi ebe stay for long, Pedro ebe stay for long, Christiansen so try. Just say injuries no hard ye pa. Unim say Tony Cruz say or no. Or a Real Madrid legend name of game na classico na no share no fu say Hans Flick am from so and I'm business from so ben and Hans Flick and so no so game no share ni the fu say wu kosia Real Madrid I want dey no o kwa against Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior. I was how do Ronaldo and moment start as a center back not a partner Pauk Basi esan say our pace and you be able to compliment the efforts. Then so where you answer a Hans Flick and the Eric Garcia boom and Aquaco Bofu said no dear a young from so a Hans Flick and so a well. One of we are doing one day Tony Cruz ya doing say Ronaldo should have rather played. Share and me say cope for a year report to be about Vinicius Junior. Let how they babonting. First of all, this is according to Cope. Cope say Vini echo training grounds one. And on a place no kokasai or power money natural. Now according to Cope say Omushi shomuchre say Wampa Jabi Alonso chow. This is according to Cope. In the Cope say senior yen na yenim say or part teammates chow no or sa pa coach a chow no. Cope say dabi. Omundo so shomuchre say Wampa Jabi Alonso chow. And I was Asami actually my dreams so. And he Wampa chawa actually say can we can strain you. Then he goes ahead no aside a statement where you coach if just say with a complete affront to the coach. He's a coach is no more bro. And as slots and runner Crystal Palace supporters not to you are going to be sacked in the morning. Yebe pamo ana papa yebe pamo isan say wasa. Hey, if you say who hey anyways they say Liverpool 10 games clean sheet to Crabo 10 games clean sheet Crabo. We're talking about that. They say me say Alisson was starting training and kakra. Hopefully Alisson ebe fully fit now for wababi sia kind nice and so wabre brutal. Dang. Brian Mbuemo say only player no na idol or person suano ball player here friend no Eden Hazard into growing up Eden Hazard and an idol and now Real Madrid area training and na coaches ni players ni APA na Jabi Alonso APA na obi training say papa sign mami no really say all signing obi say Vinicius Junior ya te say wa be patch opa ucha obi ana Jabi Alonso say onkasa wan onkasa David and no sign here no three class ko he central for mo supporters ni bi so hard game pa and now Frankie de Jong one year training na the tiane say empanyinfo say o man special permission say boy no personal way bia on ankasa sre say coaches na excuse no and empanyinfo no so omo excuse no nti nyame adoma Frankie de Jong oba ba ye training ne kama Frank Garcia ono so supporters ejina no say master bibi aboko de say ai na Vinicius Junior yes wa be pamucho and say no cre na Vinicius Junior or a great teammate and sign here no twemu koye and no John Mikel Obi say ono Liverpool in San Sabno, what to say? Mohamed Salah na down for Pani Diego Yota. It is a Salah form no I started a year problem. Say, young man Mohamed Salah, psychologically. Diego Yota free no free mono. Affects Mohamed Salah. So say, and yet easy. Say, we a footballer, we closest friend, say be a bit free. Into no, young man no, na afi yehundi echo. Well, yate. Charlie Barcelona mo came mo pesa mo kobo Peru no. Dia mete no plus union for no person mo tie mo sankofu si tata Barcelona fu. Sa Footballers Association for no. So mo any Real Madrid na gigine mu a omama US de number so Peru de no so mate some person mo tie mo so mo tie ase. So over time players no yebo season no yebo a season na over time players na de akwan what they call Peru said then how into almost sorry. So we the Madrid in Bem, we don't go friendly match in time for Madrid. No, say Footballers Association for the Aqua problem. And they were told Johnny say Olympic Leon for no start say any Hendrick Edin come say Masa say what Madrid ya unya boy ibwe. It's what you then. Bra na be join Olympic Leon afei bra French League na mu aye de bia oba se ne osi pesa obobo no benya ball ne bi so abo and say yes nkomo no akodedim ye hwe eno desire doyi also opera Charlie desire doyi asemi de eno na engineer is serious enti ye be trying the doctors na hwe the extent of the injury enti ye be fa no tim say injury no was a serious injury enti desire doyi oh well, Italian Syria akache DA for no say master. Ye games na mucha no. Say ye person kwada no hwe Italian Syria games pa. Inti enyumre games no. Instead of nka Ghana time be 7:45 no. Nka omonye no 7 o'clock mom. Sana be yan kwada no bitimi ahwe Italian Syria na kakra because Syria no say way I'm super promote yi inti amo allow no mo set time no so instead of ebia Ghana time be 7:45 no combine 7 o'clock but as into amo set time no so send be ya nkwada no will have the opportunity to watch their games. Spotify company nyame adomo on the 7th of November the Martin Barcelona for person mu biem training ewo ho na Omen ewia se ne be ya nkwada so benye bi ahwe sese clubs no mo fon nkwada na India group nti no arrangement eguso ekoso se ne be ya nkwada no so ebenye bi enso ahwe well Mariano Caballal Dani Caballal papa na yese wa serve about 39 years ewo police ewo Jaspin na orita retirement nti Dani Caballal ho what I say, and Naja, oko support ne papa, kama. Inti okay picture where now Dani Caballal winning Champions League no. Inti ni papa no oni ni try no. But program na say Dani Caballal enso so echo. Inti very very interesting, isn't it? Inti papa no finally after working for the country for 39 years, master. Enya easy. Well, it is what it is. 39 years in the there was any pay BIA. And I'm said the Sun for report to say, I say Vinicius Junior deal, you know, say ya nebe dia and the ABA Obama Vinicius Junior Manchester for Quago try say be a be fan and I'm say, wait the Sun story with the hey, okay, maybe. So I was talking about Pedri. Any games are possible, he will be out. Now Elche, that is obvious. He's going to be out. Club Brugge, Celta Vigo, Atletico Bilbao. Sasana injury no nyame aduma obeba early December there. Then he will be adding Chelsea game. He will not play. Alaves, Atletico Madrid, Real Betis, Frankfurt, Osasuna. Nature say Hadrian Pedri and some Hadrian papa. What book games is ye ready so. Share. Lami Yamal, Matisse enano ofra policy for se baby out no na obi peso rafio no sro se sebi akronfo na policy for ba no say nipa kro no na em say o me say ni way or ko baby no feel say baby a okọ no ni na o pim gate na mo manya akronfo na mo Lami Yamal de yeso osro because e feel na otim no one ni cousin and tifie ho nti yese the reason why opese oye documentation in term for if you na auto Gerald Picky and Shakira hono because of security in some into opening term na why yes anya no edi fiu enra ujafo of baby obefabia cameras di nechi say yes also a superstar or brutal baby obefabia no cameras edi nechi well Chelsea for ebema Malo goes to contract extension matter say nkomodie no start e course ni sika no de kakra ebeka na ho na afei also akọ kakra ja nti they say Malo goes to contract extension nkomo no start e course na Real Madrid October Player of the Month nominees Jude Bellingham, Eder Militao, Thibaut Courtois, Arda Güler and Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni, Arda Güler, Thibaut Courtois, Eder Militao and Jude Bellingham in the Real Madrid for Player of the Month nominees na monko to abe na monchusu why na ususu se e was somebody abato no enso ede ema no nam sky she be twen bia no buy one some enso ede be ma na we de Mbappe na Militao ususu like joke abobo pa o master but eja enim wofo no na ngofo be hwe omo se obi hye goal na ye kai no e asamu enti na no ye ball classic we no matter say yesa afinya echo dressing room wo any players ni bi echo kasa motivate players ni bi otumu say uja for leadership role no was start ye ho adwuma yie pa enti yesi okoye well draw say ono as far as say obeshe Barcelona Jesse Nedi eno ne ade ehia no enti se o make the debut or Champions League mo se league mo se eye trophy bia mo se ye Copa del Rey emfa ho o se Jesse ne hye no ne hia no what say emfa ho ne competition no Jesse ne be hye no eno ne ade a se ohia ye na eno story bia me sakoti ye pass ESPN for ye say o report say Barcelona for nya Scott McTominay o mo pe na say na in the first place, Napoli for no one will lose to Kevin De Bruyne. Better than what Tomo January. Starry sleepy or what the yet tipayo. Some anyway, Madrid. Makwada more than my boom of four. Matters a bomb of four. They say a more mobile negotiations. No mutia. Eddie Amamona boy and I can't see Alex Jimenez. Bomb of four say performance. No, or manage win ye pa. It says enche. Real Madrid wa ha mo beti mo say deal na ba deal no so bad ya munso sika ne mo e they say nkofo no say omope Alex Jimenez na fi omoso aba no aba beto aso well anyway yan to aso na Jude Bellingham teams a wa sha omo pa wa sha Barcelona 4 times wa sha Girona 4 times wa sha Manchester City 3 times wa sha Sevilla 3 times and wa sha Frankfurt 3 times and the teams are Jude Bellingham, Ashomo pa Barcelona, and so Eka will be part 2 coming up soon.